What's up YouTube? MC Netek here. I know I haven't posted a video in a while, but we're not going to spend 5 minutes on as to why I haven't been posting videos, but I'm going to be showing you guys today my regional top 8 Geargiakuri deck that I used to top the San Antonio regionals, going a total of 7-1-1 and getting 7th place. First I'm going to go on with my matchups. Round 1, I played against Fire Fist, draw, lost to Dragon Rulers. Round 2, sucks because the guy ended up dropping X30. Round 3, Battling Boxers. Round 4, Evil Swarm, 1-1. After I went 0-1-1, I won 7 straight. Round 5, don't remember. Round 6, don't remember. Round 6 was Prophecy, round 7 was Dark World, round 8 was Dragons, and round 9 was Mermails. And most of those games, except for the Prophecy one, did end up going into Game 3. The Prophecy guy just really didn't know how Geargias worked, so he didn't know what to stop in the deck, so that was pretty easy for me. So let's go ahead and get on to my deck list. I'm going to start off with 3 Geargi Armor. All this is pretty standard, you should know what these cards do. 3 Accelerator, and 3 Arsenal. That is standard. And then we play 3 copies of MK2. It's kind of like a mini Debris Dragon. When it's normal or flip summoned, you can special summon 1 Geargia monster and face up defense. And 1 Geargiano. Absolutely amazing card for getting back, especially Watchdog, to make a further synchro plays. It's kind of like an Iron Call. 1 Birdman, easily a sided out card, but it does have the combos with the Accelerator, even though that only happened maybe once in the tournament. But I probably wouldn't cut it. 2 copies of Watchdog and 1 Strategist. These are your card curry tuners of the deck that allow you to make your Beret and Beredo plays. And then the last 2 monsters, to make a total of 19 monsters, we have 2 copies of Effect Veiler. Originally my teammate was trying to convince me to play Max C because of the Dragon matchup, but I decided to stick with the Veilers just because I wanted to stop the cards that were going to stop my armor. Black Rose, Dracossack, Big Eye, all those kind of cards, Bear. And it's another tuner, so definitely not regretting main decking the Veilers. They did absolute amazing work all day. So, 19 monsters, 9 spells, and 12 traps. 3 Mystical Space Typhoon. Didn't regret maining these at all. These did absolute work, even against the Dragon matchup, because of the Ravine, Regeki breaks, and all that. Especially the Ravine. That's just crucial when you don't let it stay in the field. 3 Upstart Goblin. Say what you want. Hoban Theory, representing. You take out your worst 3 cards of your deck, put 3 of these in, and now you have a 37 card deck. It allows me to draw into my armors too, and obviously an easily sided out card whenever you're going into time. 1 book and Dark Hole. Then we have the traps. 2 Geargia Gear. This is basically a rescue rabbit for Geargias. It allows you to special summon 2 Geargiano monsters from your deck. So in face up defense, they get increased by 1 level, and you can only activate 1 per turn. Pretty much used to go into your opponent's end phase, activate at your opponent's end phase, and make a Geargian X. Which most of the time I just got an MK2 and a Geargiano, and summoned Watchdog and just went off from there. Summoned Watchdog on my turn and went off from there. 2 Phoenix Chain. You stop those Black Rose plays, and those Debris Dragon plays, even though Star Eater is a god. 2 Mirror Forces. Sometimes I wish I would have had Deep Prisons instead, but this card is still, like a lot of people say, really good when people aren't expecting it, and sometimes you get that +1 into it, where they run their 2 monsters into it. 2 Vanity's Emptiness. I was originally side decking these cards, but I figured since I was going to play a bunch of dragons after round 4, that it was just easier just to main deck this card. Plus I can turn it off virtually anytime I wanted to. Not regretting it at all. Definitely glad I main decked it. 1 Trapstone. Absolutely amazing, especially versus those decks that wanted to go ahead and play 5 back row. And it helps you turn off your Vanity's Emptiness whenever you want. 1 Warning, Bottomless, and Compulse. So, like I said, main deck, 40 cards. Let's go ahead and go to the extra. Star Eater, Crimson. I only summoned it once in my round 9, last round. And he just had Dark Hole for it, so it wasn't that great. I'll probably go ahead and take that out for a Colossal Fighter just because it's something I can use when they have Skill Drain. Scrap Dragon, probably the fucking best XYZ extra deck card I could have had all day long. 2 Burrito. You absolutely need 2 Burrito. Stardust. 2 Beret. You need 2 Beret. You go into those often. Black Rose. 2 Gigants. Direwolf. Maestro. Dweller, which I only went once again in the last round, but it did its purpose. And a Zen Mage, which I went into all day, which was killing decrees all day. Last, we're gonna go to my side. 2 Overworks because I lose to Fire Fist. 2 Iron Walls for Prophecy, obviously, and depending what kind of Dragon Ruler they're playing. 2 Mind Crush, crucial against the Prophecy and Mermail. The last round, I Mind Crushed the Marksman that was gonna pop my armor, and it saved my ass. Encore for Constellar and Evil Swarm. Really didn't want to lose the Evil Swarm. Although when I had it against the Evil Swarm guy, game 3, it was dead. Luckily, I just Scrap Dragon popped it. Swift Scarecrow, trash, never sided it in. It was mainly for time, and depending if I had a really aggressive opponent, but nah, I wouldn't recommend siding that again. 2 Kaikus. These were the last minute additions because I was main decking the Vanity's Emptiness instead of siding it. So happy I did this because round 8 I had double Kaiku and a Thunder King and destroyed that Dragon player. He was cool though. They were all I had all chill opponents all day. 2 DD Crows, absolutely amazing versus Mermails and Dragons. Just to stop that one dragon from coming out, or that one debris dragon target is good enough. 2 Maxis, it's kind of an iffy card. It was there for Mermails, there for the Dragons, depending on what version of Dragons they're playing, and again, how aggressive they were. It was so-so. It was like 50% of the time I would side it in, 50% of the time I would side it in versus Dragons. Definitely always side it in during time. Put them the pressure. And a Thunder King. So yeah, that is my deck. I went, like I said, I went 7-1 in 1. Made 7th place. As you can see, I got this mat. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend playing this deck. I was playing it a couple weeks prior at locals, and I was getting destroyed all the time. I was going 2-2 constantly at locals. It's really not that great of a deck. I just kind of really focused at this regional and finally drew my side deck cards. But let me know what you guys think about the deck. And yeah, peace out, guys.